Hi everyone, I am here, but I messed up. I didn't schedule it. I'm going to have to go to Facebook and post what's going on in there. So bear with me a minute, otherwise we're going to have people not finding us. So right, let me get the link. And then I can post it in the Facebook groups. Here we go. This is one of them. And the most important one is we share abundance publicly. Let's get it in there. Okay, I think we're good to go. So let me get back to the app. Here we go. No, I'm not good to go. Where are we? Where's the app gone? Here we go. Okay, right. So I do apologize for not scheduling this. I don't know what happened. I've just been a bit up to there today with everything, but I'm here with the updates from We Share Abundance, and We Share Abundance is a cloud nation with the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We're now in a position where we are expanding our economy to boost our liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens. You can all become citizens. All you do is come along, register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. There's no fee, no obligation. There'll be a lot of things that you can get involved in if you want, most of them at no cost, and it's or can be achieved at no cost anyway. It's all in your hands. Okay, we'll have a little affirmation because we are also a non-separatist organization, and that means we don't pigeonhole people based on whether they're tall or short or fat or thin or old or young or male or female or anything else. We recognize that everybody is a human being, and that's what we see them as, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together by an almighty force, and all individually unique. And so, all individually having something unique to offer our community, and therefore all of equal value. So we have that little affirmation about that. We also have a little prayer that we get started with, which helps us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure that you can get from lots of things, but an everlasting joy that is within you and it can't be moved. And a lot of people that have become what appears successful from the outside, they have all the material trimmings, they've got lots of money, and yet they're still searching for something. They don't know what it is, they don't know how to get it. And it is that inner joy, that unlimited happiness that is always with you and is ever-changing bliss, I suppose, is a good way of putting it. You can only get that through loving service to other people. And the great thing about being of loving service is it attracts into your life everything that you want and need. You don't have to chase after money or struggle about other things. You just concentrate on being of loving service to as many people as you can in as much a way as you can, and you'll find that your own personal happiness will be so much greater than you could ever imagine. Right. With that said, Let's welcome people that have found us. It'll be easier for the people that watch the replay we have, or the recording. We have a lot of people that watch the recording because 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everybody. But we do have quite a lot of people that come in and manage to get here live, and that's better if you can, because it means you can participate, you can ask questions, get anything cleared up that you're not sure of, and that's what we're here for, to let you know what's going on and answer any questions. So we'll welcome in, first of all, the people that are here. Then we'll get started with that little prayer and the affirmation. And we have Peter in from Kettering in England. He got in very quickly as soon as I came live. He must have been prowling around looking for what's happened to the updates. And we got Mary in from Chicago in the USA, Nankiep from Nigeria, Pierre from South Africa, from Midrand, South Africa. Not sure where Midrand is, but you can all look it up on your maps. Get into Google Maps. Okay, we got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal. We have Pierre in from, oh, just a minute. We've got him in twice. So good they named it twice. Okay, from Midrand in South Africa. We got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, sending peace and love. Thank you, appreciated. We got Richard in from Devon in England, Charles from Nigeria, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, and Rangana from Sri Lanka. Okay, so those are the people that are in here at the moment that have put the names and places in the comments list. If you've got any questions, put them in. We'll get to them in a moment. But first of all, let's have that little prayer and the affirmation. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract into their lives true happiness and everything they want and need. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right, we've got good news, we've got disappointing news, we've got all sorts of news for you today. First, the good news. Let's get the real good news. Today, I signed a contract for Fun Miracles. The game is starting to be, or will be starting to be developed on Monday. I'm very happy with the team that we've got involved. It's going to take quite a number of weeks to get it all sorted out at some not insignificant cost. It'll wipe out the money we got from the shares, from the people that contributed to the shares, but hopefully they'll start getting some money back in the not too distant future. We'll get that first game up initially as a free game while we work on the back end, and then we'll be offering it as a paid game. It will be a trivia game, a general knowledge, you know, and every question asked will be a unique question. Nobody will get a question that anybody else has ever had previously. It will be as foolproof and safe and sound as possible. I don't know whether, no, I haven't got the PDF here still. I'll go through it in a bit more detail another day, but I'm quite excited that we are getting that developed now. Been a long time, but it's there. We've paid the initial payment. There'll be more payments made as we get through the stages, and we will be offering more shares. We didn't sell very many. I can't remember how many I think we had 1,000 up for offer at $100 each, and we sold a fraction of them, small fraction. And as I say, the money that we got in for the shares was boom. That has gone already on the development of this game, but it will be sound. It will be able to detect robots, so that once we get into the paid game where you'll be able to win significant amounts of cash, people won't be able to cheat. There will be timing on the answers, but because people have different connections, I mean, like I'm on fiber optic laser or whatever they call it, I don't know. It's the fastest you can get in the UK at the moment anyway. And now if I'm playing against somebody who's on a dial-up connection in the Philippines or something like that, it would be unfair because I'd be able to answer a lot faster than that person. So the actual connection speed will be measured, and that will be taken into calculations for the time. So it will even everything out. We've left, I hope, left nothing to chance, and we've got everything really well covered. We could have got the game developed for probably a third of what we're paying, but without all the necessary enhancements to make it what we really need. So we have a really good team working on it, and they're delighted to be working on the project. I'm delighted to have them, and it's signed, the payment's made, it's starting on Monday. So that is really very good news. The indifferent news, if you like, is that the cron for the Matrix ran at the right time at 5:30, but the cron for the upgrades at 4:30 did not run. And it was supposed to be monitored by Deviani, and it wasn't. And I'm a little bit miffed about that. So there may be things that we need to do to correct that. We may need to run a backup and go back and run it all again, checking that we've not missed out on any new members that have come in the interim period and this sort of thing. So it's going to be a little bit messy, perhaps, for I don't know how long it'll take to get it sorted out. Hopefully it can be done fairly quickly. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. So we are left with the situation where it will need to be corrected. So if you've got any people that are complaining that they should have been in the Matrix and weren't, or anything like that, tell them to just hold on. We will get it sorted out. Okay, we've got a few more people in, I see. Let's see, I can't remember where we're up to. We had Rangana in from Sri Lanka, I remember. Who else have we got? We've got, we've Pierre. Third time lucky. He's about 20 kilometers from Joburg, he says, because I said I didn't know where he was from. We got Leon in from California in the United States. We got Andrew in from Auckland in New Zealand, Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Kingsley from Manchester in England, Norman from Doncaster in England, Peter from Cameroon in Africa, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We have no Pakistanis here at the moment today. They're perhaps all crying because England did really, really well in the first test. Pakistan set a really substantial first innings total, and it was looking grim for England. But England really performed very, very well and came out deserved winners, breaking several records along the way. So congratulations to England, commiseration to Pakistan. I think the next test starts on Tuesday. It's at the same venue. So we'll see what happens there. But Pakistan need to redeem themselves a little bit after starting so well and then falling by the wayside. Nobody else. So I rambled on about cricket, but it is one of my passions, so forgive me. Right. So those are the two big news. Is the cron job for the Matrix is running correctly, but we didn't have everybody in that should have been in, so we've got to take the backup and rerun it all. And I'm not sure when it will all get sorted out. Okay. Will there be a new token launch to go with the game? Richard says. No. We have a token, which I always intended to introduce it with the game, and many of you that got in on the pre-launch of the 777 plan were allocated some tokens, and those are the tokens that I was planning on using. I'm not quite sure yet how we're going to integrate everything and do the back end for the games and the money and the monetization and things. But if we do have a token associated, we will definitely have the ShareHope token, but we may potentially also have the Wish token. But I don't know yet. Okay, we something I have to really work out and consider in great depth. So I can't give a definitive answer on that at this moment in time, but it is under consideration. Okay. So a lot of time in meetings and sorting things out today. A lot of time trying to get to the cron job, and I didn't know how, and I couldn't find anybody that did in time to get it updated as it should have been. So so that is where we are. I have hired supposedly somebody to be working on the recruitment tool, but it's not started yet. And I've got a message from him here. So hopefully we'll be getting that started. I just told him I want it started, get started. Hopefully that will be started this weekend, Monday at the latest. It's amazing, you know, people come to you, they want the jobs, they put in the proposal, you agree everything with them, and then they don't start the damn thing. You know, it's really frustrating. We've got Eric in as well from Quebec. in Canada. So I've been working on the recruitment tool. I've been talking with different people about it. I have been spent a lot of time on the Fund Miracles thing. It's not just the hour or so in the initial meeting, it's getting the details ironed out and the payments sorted. And but it's been a busy day where I've not done half the things that I normally do. But like I didn't even schedule this this live event, so I'll be more organized tomorrow, hopefully. I've got some numbers, I think. Yeah. We have an increase of 98 in the 777 plan to 26,295. We have an increase of 5 net in our registered members to 50,192. An increase of 4 in our active members to 3,570. An increase of 22 in the Share Hope plan, but I think it should have been more. I know certainly of one person that should have been in there and isn't. I don't know what the actual number should be, but I know it should be more than 483, but that is an increase of 22 on yesterday. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base. Logging in, we got the revenue share, took us up to $10,567.08. So those are your numbers. Trying to think if there's anything else that needed answering. The development for the payment and the back end of everything for the Easy Team Builder, that is progressing well. We should be able to get into a pre-launch situation with that, hopefully sometime next week. And the reason for the pre-launch is simply to make sure that you don't miss out on any people that should be in your downline that join before you or whatever. And we want to keep the genealogy of We Share Abundance intact and as it should be. I'll be sending out some messages about it. Don't know whether, well, in the next few days we'll be starting a campaign to get that that running, and the pre-launch will be in there. There is a lot to do, both on the front end of the website and also on the back end of the website. Vishal, as I say, is coming along nicely, so hopefully he's going to help us get through things much faster than we have been doing in the past. Okay. No questions, apart from Richard's, which I don't really have an answer to, I'm sorry. What day is it? It's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it is Friday. I was going to say we've got the raffle tomorrow, but it isn't. It's Sunday. But you need to get your tickets for that. I need to send out a reminder about that as well. I think something along the lines of the message I sent about the Share Hope plan today. It was there to just help people get in and get sorted out. But I think something along those lines might work well as an email. So I'll give it a test. Maybe tomorrow I'll get an email. I didn't get any emails out to anybody today. I'm just having a quick look at what else I might have missed. That's of significance to anybody here anyway. No. So that's it, really. Okay. As I say, the real good news is that we are now underway with that Fun Miracles game. I will find the PDF. I'll have to take some information out of it, and we'll perhaps do a screen share, and we'll run through some of the details of the game and how it will work. It is exciting. I'm very optimistic that it'll be bright and fun and entertaining, the way that it's all presented, and it'll be another recruitment tool as well, of course, because anybody that wants to play the game has to register in We Share Abundance. Even as a just to play free, they register in We Share Abundance. So it'll be there, and people can come along and play to their heart's content and see how good they are compared to other people and the rest of it. And then as we introduce the financial side of it, which is just going to be $2. I think the website is $2 Miracle or something like that. Can't remember what the website title is, but it'll be just $2 with the potential to win. I think it's around $40,000. It's a while since I had a good look at the figures, but we need to get that built into the back end then, and give people that opportunity to make some real money. With it being a game of skill, and this is why we went for a game of skill rather than something like spinning a wheel or whatever, is if it's not a game of skill, then you need a gaming license. And those are very expensive, and they monitor all that you're doing, and a real hassle, With it being in a game of skill, then you don't need a gaming license. So we're on the right side of the law, okay? And I am really, really thrilled and excited that we are finally getting going with that. Once we do get into full swing with that program, I believe it will generate a huge income for We Share Abundance, and that can only benefit all the members. Okay, we got Peter in saying thank you for the secondary staking payments. That's another thing. I've not made any of those. I'll get back onto them tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get them finished off tomorrow. We're still only up to P, which we were a couple of days ago. For 2 days I've just not had the time to get into them, but they should be completed soon, if not completed by tomorrow, certainly by Sunday. So anybody that has a username from Q onwards will be getting their refund for that. As I mentioned yesterday or whenever it was, we will be missing out on that windfall from Beyond Infinity. We won't be getting that vehicle. I believe we missed it just by one person, I think, because the last person on their list was on the 7th, and we also paid into the marketing fund or whatever it is you do for it on the 7th. So we would definitely have been in for this month, but I don't think anybody is going to get anything from that program in the future. I think they're going to close it down and, if need be, repay. people that want repayment. But I think that would be short-sighted for people, because the real benefit of that wasn't getting the car. It was getting the impetus to get that passive income much quicker and much greater. So it's up to you, of course, what you do. If you say, okay, well, I only wanted the car, then okay, put in a request and you'll probably get your 250 or your 500 or whatever it was you put in back. But you will have it removed from your balance in the BIG plan, and that will impact your income there. So look at it very carefully before you decide. Okay, let's have a look. And just to mention Peter thanking for his repayment, it should be my thanks to you people that were in the secondary staking plan for being so patient and tolerant about the difficulty that we got into. Hopefully we're going to get some money back from what's his name, Binance, which will help us anyway. But thank you, all of you that staked in the secondary staking, for your patience and understanding of the situation. And that's where the thanks should be, not to us for giving you your money back, but for you to being patient waiting for it. So thank you all. We've got Peter in from Beyond Infinity updates, 10th of October 24 appears not to be working. Are you able to check? Yeah, I suppose I can. Success Lifestyles. Let me have a look at it. I don't know why it shouldn't be working. Let me... This site can't be reached. No. It's the whole site that's down, apparently, is it? Oh, no. I've just refreshed it and it's come back. It is there. Try just refreshing the page. I don't know what happened, but it looks like it was down, but it's back up. Okay. So thanks for the heads up on that anyway, Peter. But it was down when I went to it initially. Said this site can't be reached, so I just refreshed it and boom, it came up. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but it is there now. Okay. And that gives the official announcement from Victoria from Beyond Infinity. It is on that page that Peter's put the link in there, and it also has a little bit about my take on the situation. I'm thankful that they've stopped it, because they were running into a huge debt that it was literally going to take them thousands of years to pay off, which is not what they were talking about. I think the management team that is in there now is far more responsible and looking at things in a much more realistic way. I did say I'd made some comments to Victoria. She's looked at them, but she said basically they just want to get rid of that liability. So it's just going to be wiped out. You're not going to get anything for it other than your deposit into the BIG plan or a refund, whichever you choose. They've not officially announced the decision on that yet, but that's what it looks like. Still a site down for me. I will refresh later. Yeah, you might be getting an issue with cache in your browser. You might have to clear that or try a different browser, Peter, but it is definitely there now for me. And I'll try it just in a different browser just to make sure. That was in Chrome. I'm going to go to Firefox and paste it in there. And yeah, it's come up there as well, no problem. So I think it's your browser cache that's stopping you getting there. It'll be there for most people. Okay, that's it, folks. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, get out there. Be of loving service to as many people as you can in whatever way you can. You know, it doesn't have to be stuffing We Share Abundance down the throat. Just do whatever you can for everybody that crosses your path. But if they do like helping other people and they would fancy a little bit of extra income, no harm in mentioning We Share Abundance. So until tomorrow, do what you need to do, share love and abundance, be of loving service, go the extra mile, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator, go the extra mile. See you later, alligator, come on, in a wild crocodile.